We live in a beautiful world, but for years now, human activities have been damaging our environment. It's a path we can't continue on. Thankfully, there are people around the world on a mission to do things differently. One such place is Canada, which is defined by its natural beauty. Various people here are using clever technology to ensure a more sustainable future. I'm Leslie Dewan, nuclear engineer and National Geographic explorer, and this is Electric Earth. First up, I'm in Alberta to meet some experts who are using innovative technology to help protect wildlife. Colleen St. Clair is a professor of biological sciences at the University of Alberta. Together with a team of experts, she's working on a program to help protect wildlife on the region's railways. How did this project come about?
It started in 2011. Canadian Pacific and Parks Canada created a grizzly bear conservation initiative to identify what are the root causes of grizzly bears being struck by trains and what can be done about it.
How big is the problem?
Globally, it's a very big problem. Wildlife are struck by trains all over the world. The particular approach we took was to try to invent a warning system where you hear a bell and you see a light flashing and you know that a train is coming. We thought wildlife have the same capacity to learn to associate that with the arrival of a train.
This is an incredible project, and one I'm keen to find out more about. I head along the valley to meet John, who can tell me more about the tech.
This is such a wild landscape out here. It's amazing.
Absolutely is. It's also a pretty dangerous spot for animals. Over the past 20 years or so, 3 grizzly bears have been struck in this area.
Why is that?
You'll notice this S-curve in the railway behind me. We know that limits visibility, so we developed this warning system composed of a network of boxes. When the train passes over the train detector, the device sends a wireless signal down the track to the warning device. It provides the lights and sounds that warn the animals when a train is approaching. So we expect that animals will learn to associate these signals with the presence of a train.
There's so much potential to protect our wildlife with technology, especially in vehicles like trains and cars. The Audi e-tron I'm driving is full of safety features, including adaptive cameras and sensors that brake automatically if something appears ahead unexpectedly. Low-emission cars like the e-tron are on the right path. But what about other vehicles? I'm flying with the founder of Harbour Air, Greg McDougall, who's leading the conversation about what's powering the future of air travel.
I saw the carbon neutral insignia on the side of the plane as we were getting in.
It's been about 13 years now that we've been carbon neutral.
And now you guys are going the next step in making the planes themselves fully electric.
That's right. My sort of current theme is disrupt or be disrupted, because things are advancing a lot more quickly than I think most people realize.
Do you think that the rest of the aviation industry will be able to follow suit eventually?
I think the writing's on the wall that electrification of transportation is certainly the future.
It seems like such a radical change to be going electric. What were your motivations for doing it?
We've always been environmentally conscious. This technology is much cheaper to operate than traditional carbon-burning engines. So there's no fossil fuel to buy, and the motors will go a lot longer.
Now I'm headed into Vancouver Island to meet Chief Planas of the Tsuut'ina Nation to understand more about how this First Nations community are creating their own energy.
There's this perception, I think, that humans have to make this massive paradigm shift in order to live in harmony with the environment.
We foresee in the future a light footprint economy, because we're not moving fast enough when it comes to climate change. But you can take all of those gifts like wind, like the sun, like the water, and not take advantage of it, but to use it in a good way.
So you're able to bring in this technology, the solar panels, the wind, the tides, into the way you're living your life.
I think it's something for First Nations to lead the way. One of the things that we have an advantage on is traditional knowledge. Those teachings handed down from our ancestors and Western science, that if you can incorporate both, we can make that paradigm shift.
What's your vision of the future here?
The environment comes first. And if we just take care of it, Mother Earth will take care of us.
I think what I've learned from my time in Canada is that human progress is remarkable, but that progress needs to happen in a way that protects the world around us.
Every part of Canada seems to be switching on to an electric way of life, fueling the people's dedication to fight for cleaner air, greener energy, and a safer land.
They want this landscape to live on forever.